Alrighty, so I wanted to do a video on, I guess, a review and thoughts so far on the Taken King and what I thought about it. Um, it's been out a month. I actually haven't played it in a few weeks. It is a lot of fun, but after playing the strikes and story missions, the only thing left to really do is the raid. So I'll probably get the raid done, and then I'll probably switch over to some other game unless there's I mean, I may work on, upgrading all my gear and stuff, and I'll maybe cycle it in and stuff and play it some. Um, it did a lot of good things. There's a few things that, the hell, someone sent me a private message on my Destiny. Anyways, focus. It does a lot of good things. Essentially, the update essentially revamps the game and makes the game a lot more better and enjoyable. Um, It really feels like, I think, especially the Destiny expansion pack, it's probably the most fun I've had playing it in some time. They've really changed it and they've made it a lot better. They've sort of upgraded the light and armor systems, so now they're separate. And so now it more feels like an MMO, and it's still random, but not as much. There's still a few problems I have with the game, mainly in that it's still a bit grindy. It's still a bit repetitive. I mean, it's fun to play, um, but I think more so if you play it more with people that you like to play with, or friends, because the social aspect of the game is still missing, I think, quite a bit. You still have to go on Destiny LG or Reddit forum or somewhere to find someone, which is a bit of a hassle. Not too much, but still, I would like more of a social aspect, especially if there was, like, say, like local voice chat, or like maybe like an area in the tower to meet up and like do quests or other stuff. People have suggested a bunch of different ways. I'm sure Bungie, or maybe if they took some of the suggestions, it would work out a lot better. Um, I do like that. I had mixed feelings about the paid content, the microtransactions, but being that it will fund future DLCs and maybe will make them free, maybe cheaper, I don't know, and that they'll release content more often. That's really cool. And I actually just checked out the Festival of the Lost Halloween content, and it's actually pretty cool because I've never really gotten into any of the Halloween or seasonal events really on a game. But this one is really cool because you can wear different masks, you can go around and collect candy, do a bunch of cool stuff. Yeah, let me see. Some of the big things I've liked from the Taken King is the raid. The raid is probably the most fun that I've played. It's still, I think, I don't know what they're going to do with future raids and strikes and missions. And I get that they're trying to make it fun and enjoyable, difficult, but they seem to keep making it difficult by just making it more complex. Like, you have to jump through all these hoops and stuff. And I mean, I don't know, man. I kind of just like to, especially for boss fights, just like fight them, and kind of like in the strikes. Maybe add like some new mechanic or something. But it seems like they add in a bunch of new mechanics for each like boss fight. And for someone like me that has brain fog and CFS, it's kind of overwhelming. Especially if you get in a group. You can get a good group and beat it, but so far I have not yet beat Oryx, but I will get around to it. I haven't played it in some time. I haven't been feeling all that well. Um, but yeah, I think if they, instead of focus on making it more complex and maybe made it more, I guess, dynamic, I want to say, or I'm trying to think of the word. Make it difficult, but don't just make it that way by making it overly complex. I don't know if that makes sense. Because it still seems like it's still kind of missing the mark a little bit. Um, I think that over time the game is going to get a lot better, but I think um, there was just so many things that kind of went wrong in the first year, and it kind of, to be honest, kind of turned me off a little bit because there was just a lot of bugs. It wasn't quite perfect, and the raids, the first two, I thought they were alright, but they weren't, I mean, the best. They had some interesting mechanics, and once I beat it, like, say, 20 or 30 times, it was kind of like, I don't really want to do this that much more. But the new raid is so long, and there's a lot of stuff to discover and stuff that I think will be some time before I get bored of that one. And I don't know, I think the game just needs like more and more content and more areas to explore, new weapon types. I don't know, just keep adding more stuff to it. I think that's really what will make it different. They say there's a lot of new things that are coming out, and I'm looking forward to them. I'm thinking because they really haven't had a expansion pack or anything that has focused on the Cabal. I think that's probably the next one, especially because the Cabal were kind of a big part in, well, they played a part in the new content, but they were kind of basically taken over and taken advantage of by Oryx. It'll be interesting to see how the story unfolds and how everything unfolds and stuff. But yeah, I would recommend buy it. Maybe wait if you're not sure about it, or if you're kind of one of the year one players, maybe wait a bit to see if the price goes down. I'm thinking it may around holiday season. I mean, it's worth picking up, especially if you have some people to play with. If you have a clan, or because I am actually part of a few different clans, some people to play with, because you never quite know if you join a random or get a bunch of random people how it'll turn out. But yeah, I would recommend buying it. I'll probably write a follow-up article, more on maybe touching some other things in a bit. But that's my feelings on the Taken King. Let me see what else. I think there's a few other things. I think probably the best parts I like about the new raid are probably the new subclasses. The swords, especially when you can upgrade them, they're pretty cool to use. The subclass, especially the hunter subclass, I like a lot. I haven't really used the other two, but they look like a lot of fun as well. And the dreadnought, because there's a lot of stuff to explore, go around and find out, and there's a lot of like secrets, and there's a lot of like crazy stuff in there. And I think it's the biggest patrol area yet, I want to say. I could be wrong, but yeah. So get Destiny the Taken King, or get the digital edition. I don't even know if the past two expansions you really need to get it. I'm thinking the new edition or the digital edition with the Taken King will be well worth it. I don't know if the Red Bull cans, they still might be useful just to boost your XP, but I think if you play it enough, if you play it smart, it will. What was I going to say? Smart, you'll get enough experience. Yeah. What else was I going to talk about? I guess oh yeah, touch on some of the some of the new stuff. There's been a lot of new changes and updates. There's quests now. There's bounties. They're easier to turn in. You can just turn them in. You only have to go to a vendor mission person if you want to pick up new ones. The light system and the weapons are all different. It's randomized and it's separate, so the light and level is separate. So you can get up to level 40, and then you can increase your level or light after that, which basically makes you more powerful. What I think I want to say the limit is probably with the hard mode around 310 to 320. And there are some really cool guns, and some of the PlayStation ones which I haven't really played around with. Like Touch of Malice, there's the Touch of Malice. I'm trying to think of some of the Zalo Supercell, Sleeper Simulant, which I still haven't gotten, but I want to get one of these days. Yeah, and that's it. So I'll see you guys later. I'll try to be playing more Destiny lately. There's Halo 5, a bunch of new games that I'm thinking I may be able to get, especially because it's around holiday, and I think I have some more money coming in, but I don't really know. Anyways, have a good night, everyone, and have a good Halloween and stuff. I'll talk to you guys later.